What a bizarre ending to this fight. A strange night. Well, there is a full moon.
I thought at the beginning of this round somebody might go down, and it turned out to be Liakhovich.
Sergei's wife, Irina, trying to get in there to see if her husband is okay.
Okay, take his gloves out.
Sergei, you doing all right? Look at me. You're doing okay? Whenever you feel ready, okay? Whenever you feel ready, okay?
As I understand the rule, Al, if a fighter is punched out of the ring, he has 20 seconds to return unassisted. And Ferreira just waved it off.
That wasn't going to happen.
Wasn't going to happen, right. There's Alana, who is the girlfriend of Shannon Briggs. And Briggs, you're right, he can just barely stand. He celebrates sitting down.
He's exhausted from this.
Totally. He can't even work up a smile.
And he almost didn't have enough to get this done.
Incredible finish. And meanwhile, Liakhovich is still sitting there. This is one of the most bizarre scenes I've ever seen in boxing. This is a heavyweight championship.
Just breathe deeply. Breathe. Just breathe, Sergey.
I think he's just so ticked off and frustrated, too. Disappointed. And finally, makes his way to his feet and gets back into the ring. But Sergei Liakhovich is dethroned. He did not listen to Kenny Welton. Meanwhile, over in the Shannon Briggs corner, finally able to break a smile. But he is exhausted.
GMG, Shannon. GMG, baby. Right.
The sometimes comical Shannon Briggs.
We look back at the first knockdown. Shannon Briggs had Liakhovich in trouble really a couple times before this. Then he got him in so much trouble that even Briggs, so tired, realized he had to go in and go after Liakhovich. That right hand is the one that really, really rocked him. Liakhovich was in all kinds of trouble and would go down for the first of 2 times in the 12th round. Now remember, at this juncture, and we haven't seen the scorecards yet, but it's conceivable that all Liakhovich had to do was stand on his feet to win this fight. It's possible. And now there was about 26 seconds left in the fight when Briggs came in for the second knockdown. And Briggs walks across, lands a beautiful right hand and a great body shot, and now Liakhovich would go through the ropes. And this is really significant because even if he hadn't gone through the ropes, maybe, just maybe, he could have gotten up. And we don't know, he might have hit his head on the bell there as well. It was very tough to tell. But if and we look at it from above, which may give us even a better view of it.
Talk about having your bell rung.
Yes, that's true. And now he goes out of the ring, and immediately Bobby Ferrero called an end to this fight, and appropriately so. And the reaction of Alana, of Briggs' girlfriend, as she watches in exaltation Shannon Briggs capture this fight at a time when it's conceivable he was on the brink of losing.
You can sum this up, Al, in one word for Shannon Briggs: finally. He has finally fulfilled a dream. Chase Field becomes his field of dreams.
And you know what's interesting for Shannon Briggs? When he beat George Foreman originally, it was a controversial decision. He lost to Lewis. Even in this, while he wins the title, because of the nature of this fight, might not get as much acclaim, but look at him. He's exalted.
Quite a scene. America is back in the heavyweight title business, courtesy of soon-to-be 35-year-old Shannon Briggs. Let's get it up to Jimmy Lennon Jr.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have the time of 2 minutes, 59 seconds in round number 12. Our referee in charge, Bobby Ferrara, stops the contest. The winner by way of technical knockout He is the new WBO heavyweight champion of the world, Shannon the Cannon Briggs.
Brownsville, we back! Brownsville, we back! DC, New Jersey!
Well, those words have to sound pretty good to the ears of Shannon Briggs, the new heavyweight champion of the world. Standing alongside our Jim Gray. Jim?
All right.
I got you, baby. I got you, baby.
Steve, thank you very much. Shannon, congratulations.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Wow, I mean, I don't even really know where to start. How would you assess this fight up until the last 30 seconds?
I was motivated, man, because the last time I fought on Showtime, you ragged me against both of us. So when you came in the dressing room, I was ready to knock you out. But I said, no,
So it's all about me. Let's talk about the fight.
Right. Well, you know, this guy was tough, man. I mean, I know he was the, toughest of the Russians to fight. You know, I was supposed to fight Vladimir Klitschko in the Garden November 11th, but Shelly Finkel lied to me for about 2.5 months, had me on the string, sitting by the fax machine, telling me he was going to send me a contract, and it never materialized. And, you know, they went to the Garden, told me they was fighting Shannon Briggs, and they wound up fighting Calvin Brock. So that hurt me. So I did the best thing I should have done a long time ago, called Don King, and to the rescue. He saved my life, man, because no one was giving me a chance in boxing. Everybody turned their back on me. Don King invited me in his home. I had a good steak over at his house. I was chilling, and I said, you know what? Don King said he'll give me a title shot. I said, I didn't believe it, but he did, man. Hey, Sergey, I love you, brother. Don't get it twisted. I was never mad at you. I was just trying to get under your skin, man. I thought you was the best of the Russian fighters, man. I thought you was the best of them, the toughest of them by far. And I didn't want to fight you. I wanted to fight Klitschko, and I didn't want to go against Kenny. I'm a big fan of his. But when Don King gave me the opportunity, I had to take it because nobody was giving me a shot. I love you. You're a great fighter. I watched you beat Brewster. I watched you beat Dominic Gwynn. I said, this is a tough kid. Don King.
First of all, hold on. Stick with us here a second. Are you okay?
Oh, absolutely, I'm okay.
What happened? You were the champion of the world, and it seems as though you were reluctant to throw punches all night.
You know what? First of all, I don't fight, my fight. I fought his fight, and it just, it's happened. I took a shot. It's not, like a bad shot, but I took lots of punches before. So this shot, he cut me, but
Sergey, what was your reluctance through all of those rounds to mix it up and to want to fight? You had fought Brewster toe-to-toe, and there seemed to be a great reluctance tonight. Why?
You know what? I'm not right there. Honestly, I'm not right there. I don't fight. I don't fight my fight, and he fought this. I gave him a credit. He fought his fight, and I fought his fight.
Did you realize that you were ahead, and all you had to do was stay on your feet? You were ahead 106, 103 on two cards, and 105, 104 on another. Were you aware that you simply had to avoid getting knocked out in the 12th round?
Yeah, but you know what? He cut me. He cut me. It's not. It's like I don't understand me wrong, man. Don't cut me. Like a real bad shot, but like I'm out of balance, and he catch me right in the bottom, right in the chin. So
he hurt me a couple times with a couple body shots, and that's why I had to take a break over there, man, because the guy is tough, man. That sneaky right hand to the body was catching me. It was hard to get his timing coming. He was, I knew coming to the fight that I had a longer reach than him. So I said, you know what, I got to beat him to the punch. He's got to come to me. So that was my game plan in a sense to catch him coming in, and I was chiming him a lot, but not as much as I wanted to. I thought I had him out in the first round, but the guy is so tough, man. Klitschko, why you do me like this, man? I could have knocked you out next week and had that belt, but thank you anyway, Shelly Finkel, for shagging me, and thank you, Don King. And I want to thank
Shannon, hold on 1 second.
Scott Hirsch. Scott Hirsch, my manager,
Shannon,
because no one wanted me. Nobody wanted me in boxing. Scott Hirsch came to my house and from day one said, I'm going to make you a champion.
Did you realize that you were behind and that you needed a knockout?
Yes, my corner kept telling me, Chuck McGregor came over to me and he gave me a speech. He ragged me. He said, you're losing this fight, and if you don't do what you got to do, you're gonna lose. Can I say one more thing, please, Mr. Gray? I want to say what's up to everybody in Brooklyn, Brownsville. We got another champion, Mike Tyson, Riddick Bowe, and Shannon Briggs, 3 heavyweight champions from Brownsville, Brooklyn, and Floyd Patterson. And I want to say, so Jersey, D.C., and Miami.
I'm going to let you say whatever you want. Let's get to the question. We're going to let you have your final say here.
Mermaid.
Let's take a look here at the first knockdown.
Okay.
And the first knockdown here in the 12th round. And tell us, what was your thoughts right here?
I was timing him. I was timing him a lot. He had to reach. He doesn't have a good reach on me. I know I hurt him right there. I was tired, man. I was real tired, man. This guy, I exerted a lot of energy trying to get him out there early. In the first round, I exerted a lot of energy trying to get him out. So.
And now let's jump forward here, as he was able to get to his feet.
Right.
And here's the end of the fight when you knock Siarhei through the ropes here.
Right. 3-2. We work on it all day in the gym. I said, you know what? Hit him to the body, hurt him a little bit. You know, I couldn't get him out. I was worried, man. I said, let me get a straight shot, and there it was. Straight right hand, right on the head, because he was holding his defense, his hands like this. So I said, I got to split the gloves, go down the middle.
Would you have always had regret if you didn't have this knockout, that you had waited 8 years for this opportunity and then not been able? Yeah, almost blew it.
And I almost blew it. Yeah, man. You know, I've been. You know, you asked me in the dressing room. You said you consider yourself an underachiever, and in a lot of ways I don't, but in some ways I do. But you know, I would have probably went home and shot myself in the head if I wouldn't have won tonight. Nah, but I got two beautiful sons, Shannon, Caden. You know, Alana Wilson. Where's she at? Where Alana? Come here, girl. Come here. This is my girl, man, from day one. She was by my side. Another one who, when nobody else wanted me, she took me, man. I'm crazy, man. I'm hard to deal with, so thank you, baby.
I think you've had your say. Have you said everything you'd like to say?
Mr. Gray, thank you for motivating me all these years.
Oh, it's me.
Since 99, I said I'm going to get this one.
Do I get a part of this title belt then?
I'm going to let you hold it for a week.
All right. Congratulations, Shannon.
USA, we back.
Let's bring in Don King. Don King, the promoter of tonight's fight. He's got all of his flags here, Don. So where do we go from here, Don? Because basically up until that knockout, quite frankly, this was not really worth watching.
Well, it was a great fight. I don't agree with you there about
fight.
that.
Come on, Don.
It was a great fight. The man was playing his strategy. You know, whatever his game plan was, he made it come through. So that's what makes him.
You will take a lemon and make lemonade, won't you?
It was listen, it won. It was a Hollywood knockout. It don't get no better than this. And I think it's just great that we had a great show like this on Showtime. This is where it's really at. And I think that we're going to continue in this vein of going out to get him. We want Klitschko. We want Oleg Maskiav. We're going at the same way with all of them until we unify this crown.
But quite frankly, let's be serious here for just a moment. If the fights are going to be like this, Don, how do you promote and unify this thing? Because for 11 rounds and 2 minutes and 30 seconds, this was not a fight that was worthy of a heavyweight championship title.
That's
so
your,
how do you
that's your opinion.
Well, it's the opinion, I think, of everybody who was watching as well.
And that opinion would have had some validity to it had it not been the knockout. But since there was a knockout, who's to say that Shannon wasn't planning it all the way? You know what I mean? So you got to understand that. Now, if Shannon had a loss, you could say this was a lackadaisical fight, Don. It was cavalier. It didn't mean nothing. But when it goes out like this, here, listen to this crowd. Look at this stadium that's filled up out here in Phoenix. It's an excitement is in there. You have American champion now, and you got to say whatever you will of me, he's an American champion. How did he get there? Doing it the best way he could, and what he did in the best way he could is as good as it gets. This is what Showtime is all about, man.
Bobby has been waiting here, referee in the ring. Let's just ask him his opinion. Bobby, when a man gets knocked out of the ring, was there no question in your mind that that was the end of the fight?
Yes. You know, he's been down once, and when he got up, he was hurt. But being champion, I wanted to give him a little benefit of the doubt to see if he could defend himself, because I knew we were close to the end of the round. So I let him go again. But when he took a couple shots and he started going through the ropes, I knew it was over, so I waved it off right then.
Thank you. Good job tonight.
Thank you.
All right, Don. Always good to be with you. We will see you again soon. Time to wrap it up, so say goodnight.
I'm going to take Shannon Briggs to Mordecai the jeweler. Every time a guy wins, he goes to Mordecai the jeweler and get him a nice big jewel, a big bubble. So get ready, Mordecai. I'm on my way. And it was going to be
You own this store?
No, I don't own the store, but he's a good guy, the best jeweler in the country. And so I want everybody to go there and buy their jewelry with Mordecai in Las Vegas.
Don, good to be with you. Thank you.
It's great to be with you because this is
Let's
showtime.
go back to Steve and Al.
Showtime.
He'll still be talking.
It's going to be a
we got a Suns game. We got a Cardinals.